Hey, how's it going people? Brown Brady here, and thank you for tuning into my channel. One of my viewers named Gordon wrote, please consider doing a series on practical motorcycle tips, your observations and insights. Thanks. I've not had enough riding experience yet, but I do consider myself a defensive rider, so I will give it a shot in this video. So Gordon, thank you for your video request, and this one is for you. Last year I was so excited to finally get my M2 from the ministry, and with that I was allowed to ride at night, ride 2 up, and more importantly, ride on the 400 series highway. Here in Ontario, these highways have a maximum speed limit of 100 kilometers per hour, but in Toronto, drivers routinely cruise at 10 over and even more the further east you go, making it intimidating to new riders. The part of Highway 401 that passes through the city of Toronto is ranked among the busiest highways in the world and also among the most dangerous. Excuse me, needless to say, there are more distractions inside cars that I must be vigilant while riding my motorcycle. And I was surprised to find out how many drivers were texting and talking on their mobile phones, putting on makeup and eating while driving. And one of the best ways to remain vigilant is by maintaining a safe distance from other vehicles. So if you're a new rider getting ready to hit the streets, I think you'll benefit from these tips that I'm about to go over with you. And so without further ado, here are 8 spacing techniques for motorcycle street riding. Number 1, follow at a safe distance. A safe distance from the vehicle ahead of me is 2 seconds or more, and an easy way to measure this is by waiting for a vehicle to drive over a point of reference and then count 1,000, 2,000. I should ride over that same reference point after I say 2,000. This gives me enough road for emergency braking, and it also allows me to look over and beyond the vehicle ahead of me. Number 2 is to let tailgaters through. I like to check the vehicles behind me once every few seconds, and in fact this question appeared in the M1 written test. If they are following too closely, I will switch lanes and let them through. A vehicle following too closely poses a risk of rear-ending me in case I have to make an emergency stop. Number 3, ride in the outermost lane. On a 3-lane road, riding in the middle lane has the benefit of giving you 2 lanes to escape to, one on the left and one on the right obviously, but at the same time now you have to worry about vehicles from both sides. I stay in the rightmost or leftmost lane, whichever I feel is more uneventful. This means there is only one other lane I need to worry about, giving me half as much vehicles merging or blind spots or falling objects and debris. Number 4 is to plan an escape path. I will also choose the lane that offers at least one escape path. In my head, I rehearse what I would do in case of an emergency right at this moment. I even anticipate my counter steering or braking, the direction of my swerve, and the position of the cars around me in case of an object like a torn off tire, tread, or couch appears in front of me. The escape path is always changing as traffic and road conditions change, and if I find that there are no escape routes, I will double my following distance. Number 5 is to stay out of blind spots. Surprisingly, I noticed that half the drivers on the road don't do a head check in their blind spots before changing lanes. Sometimes they are so distracted that they are lane departing. So it's a good idea to always stay out of their blind spots. Once in a while, I will notice that they will check using that mirror, giving me a bit of an assurance that I have been noticed. But staying out of their blind spot also ensures that I'm not blocking their escape route as well. Number 6, cruise in the blocking position. If you're not a rider yet, a blocking position is the tire track closest to the next lane. This is why you will notice bikers almost never ride in the center of a lane. They are always riding in one tire track. I stay in the blocking position of my lane so that I am more visible to drivers in the next lane. And at first this was nerve-wracking because I knew that, me and my bike cannot really block a car. All I can do is put my faith in the other drivers that as long as they can see me, they will try to avoid me. And in contrast, if I were to ride on the non-blocking position, it is more likely for another vehicle to merge into my lane. Number 7, use the far tire track when passing. When traffic in my lane starts to go faster than the other lane, I wait for the next spot ahead to become available first. Then I switch to the far tire track, accelerate through the blind spot, and then back down to the flow of traffic until I reach the next available spot, and then back into my blocking position. This makes my bike more audible when passing. It also limits the time I spend in the blind spot, and it gives the vehicle in the other lane more room in case it makes an unsafe lane change. Number 8 is to have an escape route while stopped. I stay a half car length behind the car ahead of me at a stoplight, and I try to make myself more visible by stepping on the rear brake. And if the approaching vehicle appears to be going too fast, I will have enough room to maneuver out of the lane or ditch the bike. Looking back, during my first commute on Highway 401 was in midsummer of last year during morning rush hour. And by that time, I've already had 2 months of seat time riding to and from work on the streets, developing good riding habits. And it did pay off when I finally rode on the highway. Luckily, school was out, so that first ride was mostly uneventful. No one cut me off, no sudden stops, and there were no accidents. I would like to think that my defensive riding had a lot to do with it. Anyway, all of this to say that I want as much reasonable space as possible all around me. Overall, I feel that my riding habits are defensive enough, but if you're an experienced rider, I would like to hear from you, so go ahead and share your thoughts in the comments section. And if you like this video, please hit that like button, or better yet, hit that subscribe button, and I'll see you in my next video. As always, ride safe, and thanks for watching.
You look like a bobblehead.